Let's start at the bottom. I'm in Paris, was about to write you, and it popped up. She is a classic stage 3 in the model, outlier who is intelligent, was traumatized when she was young, sexual abuse, and now gradually coming into her own and becoming self-realized. Can share our text interactions with her permission, starting to develop special abilities. This trip, we found a lot of stories like this, though she is more on the extreme side given her biographical history. Have been working with many such people with the model with good success. Incidentally, she is based in New York City. Can set up a meeting if you have interest in London. I met with a group that leverages Iboga and spiritual traditions from Gabon to offer this alternate paradigms. Who prompted your Asperger email? I just shared with you a message that I got from someone that I am mentoring based upon their stages model. Her message popped up, and as I was about to write you to see if you were around or knew people here I should meet, and I shared it with you. The caravan trip has been really wonderful in meeting people that are, quote, stage 3. These are people who are developing different perspective of reality and discovering the gifts that they have. Also, in rallying others who have a strong interest in this area. Among the new projects emerging include a base to use science-based approach and Eastern practices to help sort these stage 3 people out. I understand that you are not happy with the result of the Cuba conference that you funded, but I feel that the work is very important towards helping people identify and recognizing the gifts that they have in which may not be accepted or well understood by society today. That is why your support is important to me and why I'm communicating to you my work and why I'm grateful for the path that your commitment of funds has given me the confidence to undertake. My intention for sending you the mail is to show that it is relevant work and people are benefiting. People that would not normally otherwise fit in are learning to accept themselves, and that abilities beyond what society would consider normal are possible. New models are also possible, such as Alternative Paradigms Group are finding their way. New forms of knowing without knowing how one knows. So what this sounds like is the type of stuff that was the subject of the TV show Stranger Things. People with special abilities. What are we talking about here? What is stage 3? From Jeffrey E. to Brian Bishop, designer babies, use of funds. We'll start at the first email. Attached as the doc you requested, it's the use of funds spreadsheet for the designer baby and human cloning company. This gets us out of our self-funded garage biology phase to the first live birth of a human designer baby and possibly a human clone within 5 years. Once we reach the first birth, everything changes and the world will never be the same again, much less the fortune of the human species. Attached document shows about $1.7 million a year for up to 5 years, plus $1 million for lab setup, $9.5 million to fund 5 years, $6 million for 3. Next steps. I am happy to hop on another call, or I could take a trip to meet you in person. And if you have any thoughts about what I might be missing or whether this is reasonable estimate to get to the first live birth, then I will actually really appreciate any feedback you have. I'm traveling to Lithuania for August 7th through 14th, and I'll be possibly unreachable during that time. Google Docs version here, redacted. Thank you, Brian, redacted. No rush, said Epstein to Brian. So the interpretation here is that you go back to the last one where they talk about humans with special abilities and mentoring them. Here you have designer babies. Epstein is funding all of this. It seems he has no issue with funding all of this stuff. And a lot of similar things came out from the New Mexico Zorro Ranch about cloning and other things like that. So we're talking about designer babies. We're talking about people with special abilities. We're talking about Epstein funding it all. This is all conspiracy theory, Stranger Things stuff in these Epstein documents.